Hi everyone, this is Professor Varsha Jain from Mica, India, and today we are going to discuss that how the marketers have to work with the different digital natives and how the brands needs to develop and what are the different frameworks and the examples and the live studies where people have used this change behavior in their brands and marketing strategies. So let me tell you the first point: how the brands should develop themselves for these changed digital natives who completely, think digital and they are on digital platforms. So here I introduce a framework which is known as the code framework, CODE. CODE means what? First is the culture, operations, then the dialogue and the delivery. So it has to be a digital culture which has to be internal and external. This means that internally you have to train all your employees to think in the digital context. Then externally all the marketing and the branding strategies have to be aligned with the digital context, which is very much in sync with the digital natives. Then comes the next point, which is the digital operation, which means that the entire product line, the operations, logistics have to be digitally managed so that they can be reached out to those digital natives. The dialogues with the customers has to be constantly upgraded. They have to be contextualized, and this can be done very easily with AI. The other point in the delivery and the dialogue, which I'm highlighting, is very important, is happiness. All the brands and the products have to deliver happiness, which means that most of the digital natives are stressed out, and if the brands are able to help them in increasing their happiness and reduce their stress level, they really love those brands. And the other point, which is the last point, is the delivery, which is the expertise of the brands and marketers, which has to be very quick, and the technology can help the brands and the products to do that. Here I will cite the examples of Zappos, and they use this particular framework. They deliver happiness, and they really make a lot of digital natives very happy through their happiness tagline. And Zappos is primarily on Twitter. Their employees are too happy. They really like the way they do their business. They are very satisfied, which is reflected to their digital natives and their consumers as well. The second point is about the sensory perceptions, and the sensory perceptions can also be evoked by the marketers for the digital natives by the sensory virtual platform communities which they can develop, and the sensory appeal can be experiential in the online context. The third point, which we always struggle with, and especially when I'm referring to we here, is the marketers. They always feel how to grab the attention of the digital natives, because the problem with the digital natives is that they have a very short attention span. So for that, I would like to introduce a 5M framework, which means that first is the mobile phone, which is the first strategy of the marketer has to be on the mobile phone, because as we have seen that the digital natives are always very close to their mobile phone. The second one is the medium, which is contextual and visual. They always like the contextual kind of a medium which is connected with them, and they always prefer the visual platform because they do not like so much of text. Then the marketers have to match the value of the digital native. This point is very, very important, because the digital natives' expectations for the value is completely different. How much value your brand is adding in their lifestyle, how much value, if you're buying a mug, then how mug is adding value in their life is very important for the digital natives. The fourth M is making it challenging. This is a very important aspect, because the digital natives always love to have challenges. They always want that the challenges should be given by the brands and the products, and that is going to help them to be, very adventurous. They always feel that the challenges should be given to them. They don't like a kind of a hand holding, which used to be the earlier scenario, but now they really want that you should come up with different levels and challenge them, and then probably they would love those kind of brands. And the last point is meet them where they are. which means that wherever digital natives are, the brands and the products have to go there and meet them. It's not that digital natives are going to come and meet the marketers and the brand, which used to be the earlier scenario, but now they want that wherever they are, whatever they are doing, you need to come and approach them. This 5M, I would also give you an example which is used by the global brand, and I'm sure you might be knowing about this brand, which is Harley Davidson. They use this 5M model, and it is very well connected with their hog, which is the Harley group, which is normally known by the global scenario. And there's a lot of discussions around Harley, and they have a wider network. They use mobile phone a lot, they contextualize, they actually create a lot of brand ambassadors within the hawk group, and they are very close to the brand. The other challenge with the marketer normally has is how do you manage the negative word of mouth online. So for that, I would introduce a very simple framework, which is the REST framework, REST. So R stand for respond quickly. So the marketers and the brands have to respond very quickly. E stands for you need to eliminate the emotions, while you have the negative word of mouth from the digital natives. So you just have to focus on the logic and what was the reason, what happened, and what went wrong, and just try to fix it. Then you should say, as a brand, you should say sorry and accept the mistake, and be empathetic to the digital natives. So they will be very happy and they will forgive the mistake which was done by the brand. T stands for take it offline, because a lot of negative reviews are there, and in the negative reviews, it's very difficult to just approach and make it online. So you can always take it offline in a private forum or in a discussion where you can exclusively deal with those people who are connected with that particular chain of communication or the channel which was been used. So here I would give you an example of KFC. KFC ran out of chicken in London, and basically they use this particular framework, and most of the digital natives actually became a big fan of KFC after that incident, because they handled and managed it very successfully, and digital natives love the kind of approach that the KFC has used over there. The last point is about how the digital devices like Alexa, and I'm sure we can't live without Alexa. So this is something which is very important for all of us to understand, that how marketers can approach with these digital natives and connect with these consumers. So here a simple framework is there, which is called the voice, which is voice search. Optimize the particular search engine, integrate the marketing with the content plan for Alexa, and use the e-commerce which has been there for the brands and the products. So here if you use the voice framework, then it will be very much helpful for the brands and the marketers, and in this way all the key important strategies approaches can be used for the digital natives, and there could be a win-win situation for every stakeholder, which will help the digital natives as well as the marketers. Thank you.